stone strands today. Oops. All right. Teach, hello. I saw you messaged me. It looked like you were looking for some other items that from YouTube. I will look at that and pull items after my show. Hello, hello. JD, hello. Awesome. I'll get those. Today's been, well, my kids are doing vacation Bible school this week, so that's why I'm not on in the mornings, because I got to take them, go drop them off, and then go pick them up and bring them back. And that in-between time is not quite long enough to have a show. Okay, that works too. If you see them, just claim them and I won't double you up. Hello, Kathy. Hello, hello. So, this week my shows will be in the afternoon. And I'll go back to mornings next week. So, just part of the life of being a mom. Always a different schedule, right? Sometimes things are super consistent and sometimes things are just different all the time. Ooh, let's start with these. These are so pretty. Okay. Teach, I might not hit any of the stuff today because I'm going to try and do all different stuff from my last stone show. So, might be all different. I love it. I love it. So, Teach, I'll be on today, Wednesday, and Thursday. But if you want to take Friday to like rewatch and build an order, we can do that. So, you just tell me what you need. I'm happy to work with you guys. All right. This is my last one of these. These are $12. This is so pretty. Red Creek Jasper 6mm rondelles. This is a 15-inch strand for $12. And that's the last one. Teach, you got that one. All right, these I have lots, so don't worry about trying to miss out on these. These I have several. These are also $12. And this is a 3x5mm rondelle, 15-inch long strand. And this is also Red Creek Jasper. One of those for Teach. Like I said, I have lots of this one. They're so pretty. Red Creek Jasper is one of my favorite. Is that what it says on here? It does. Okay. It's also known as Picasso Jasper. And I think it has one other name too. But I just love the colors. I love the patterns. And this rondelle shape is perfect. So easy to use. Kim, hello, hello. Oh, is it? So you went way back in my shows. Well, if I see something that's already in your bin, like I said, I won't double you up. I'll just give you the one strand unless you tell me otherwise. There we go. I love this stuff. So pretty. Red Creek Jasper, I do have one. They do. A lot of the Jaspers especially do. And the agates and the quartzes. All right, I have one left of these. This one's $8. Red Creek Jasper 3x14mm. Teach. I just go with like the first one that I learned it as. Because I'm like, I don't know, like rhyolite for me is always gonna be rhyolite, but it's a jasper, it's rainforest jasper. But I learned it as rhyolite, so it will always be rhyolite. Should we just dive in and do one of my favorites right out of the gate here? I think we shall, because I have them. All right. Blue lace agates. It's one of my favorites. These are $32 for a full strand. I can do half strands on these for $16. Let's see, what did my tag say about them? I have a bunch of these. 15mm rough hexagon, 16.5 inches long. So these aren't necessarily good for pairing. Like if you're trying to do earrings, you're not going to have like perfect pairs. There's also a little bit more of the rough on these than I typically like to buy. But for the most part, you get a lot of pretty nice stones on these strands. And they're rough cut. They're supposed to be rustic. I can do a half strand, like I said, on these for $16, or full strands that are 16.5 inches long for $32. One of the things when I'm shopping for blue lace agate that I look for is I love seeing the banding. If you guys ever watch my stone shows, you know I just fall head over heels for any stone with banding on them. I also try to avoid a lot of this kind of not blue color, let's put it that way. And I also like them to be pretty opaque. Honestly, for the size of this blue lace agate, the price is good. Now you are getting some that are a little more transparent. You have a little more rough on there, but for the size, the quality is pretty good and the price point is not too shabby. So it's just a more expensive stone. So keep those in mind because I'm going to show you some others. We're going to get more expensive from there. If you're just joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing stone strands today. I do bundle shows. So if there's something you want, you just say me in the chat and I will start you a basket. I'm kind of out of my high stuff. Okay. I have a little bit left. These are stunning. These are so pretty. All right, these are $64 for a full strand. Hello, a raid from Pinewood. Hello. If you guys are not following Pinewood, please make sure you are. Thank you for the raid. Hi, Wild River, another seller you guys should be following. Oh, thank you so much. My flush cutters. Okay, so I don't have them down here. They're upstairs. I was like, I won't need them today. Wire work. Is that who it is? Kathy, are you here? Do you remember? So they were like a freebie. Like I am a sucker for a freebie. You just had to pay shipping. I think it's like through Wirework magazine. I want to say is who it is. Wired, something like that. I'll have to look it up. And you just give them your email address and your address and you pay for shipping and they send them. So it was like $5 or $6 and they're great. I love it. Yeah. Kathy's awesome. Super baller wire cutters. Yes, I've had mine for like, I don't know, maybe like 4, maybe 5 years. Yeah. Like 4 or 5 years. And they're like hanging in there great. Now I only use them to cut soft flex and thinner gauged wires. I think they're rated up to 16 gauge, but I don't ever cut more than like probably a 22 with them. I know the good wire cutters are so hard to find. They're an Italian cutter and they do that they take a loss on them because I can't find them wholesale for anything near what they're charging for just shipping. So it's a good deal. You just have to, give them your info. But they don't bombard with emails. They're like a once a week or once every other week email company. Something wire brand. I can't remember. But they'll pop up on your Facebook as an ad. And if Kathy finds it, she'll tell us about it. Yeah. All right. So these are 64. So this is what I was kind of talking about. Look at every single one of those beads has really good banding. These are hand cut, hand faceted. I have a full strand for $64, and that is 15.5 inches long. Or I do have a half strand for $32. Aren't those yummy? I know. Thank you. I have a vendor, obviously. I met her in Denver, but then I saw her again in Tucson, and she has a lot of, well, she doesn't anymore. She had a decent amount of old stock rough of blue lace agate, and she hires out the cutters for her beads, and so she's in charge of like how they get cut and what part of the stones get used, and so that kind of dictates the price a little bit too, right? Because they're hand cut, they're not machine cut, they're not mass produced. But I've pretty much bought her out of all her blue lace agate because it's so pretty. And I think it was 2 years ago at the Denver show. She had some strands that I liked, and they were expensive, and I bought a couple. And you guys know stones haunt you. Like you cannot stop thinking about stones. They sing to you. And I left, and I'm like an hour and a half south. I got home and I was like, I should have bought every one of those strands she had. So I reached out to her and I was like, if you still have them, like I will pay the shipping, but I want everything you have left. And so she saved them for me. It was so nice. Good lapidary. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know any lapidaries. And she has said too, she doesn't really know what she's going to do because it's getting harder and harder to find people that will hand cut stones. And I know she does this internationally, so it's not like local in the States. Oh, awesome. I'm in Colorado Springs. That's awesome. I don't know if I've ever been to Creed. I know of Creed. I don't know if I've ever been there. Yeah. Yeah, I grew up in the Denver area and moved down here a few years ago, and I love it here. All right, so more blue lace agate. These are $60 for a full strand. This is a 10 millimeter round, 15 and a quarter inches long. $60 for a full strand. I can do half strands on those for $30. I don't ski, so I go to the mountains in the summer. But I know, is Crete a ski town? But I like them in the summer. Like I like going to Steamboat in the summer. I love Breckenridge in the summer. Here we go. Wire Jewelry. That's who it's from. So if you go, thanks, Kathy. My cutter is from Wire Jewelry. So if you go to like Wire Jewelry, even just like their Facebook page or like .com, there it should be on there. It's like a forever promo. And it's this really nice Italian cutter. Sorry, I'm showing Kathy's pictures because mine are upstairs. But they're awesome. Yeah, they're so good. I'm thinking about, signing up with another email address so I have a backup pair. They're so nice. Go every summer, going in September. September is so nice to be in Colorado. Yeah, it's 4 hours from me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know I haven't been to Crete. I haven't been in like that part of the mountains terribly often. It's just further. Yeah, September. Oh, you're great. No, that's perfect, Kathy. That's helpful. Thank you so much. September in Colorado is fantastic. We very rarely have snow in September. Usually the temperatures have kind of mellowed out. If you come late in September, the mountains, the aspen leaves are starting to change in the mountains. It's a great time of year to be here. The aspens, I know. You're coming at a good time. It's going to be gorgeous. And they say we're going to have like some El Nino weather, which means hopefully we get a ton of rain, which will cut down on fire risk, which would be awesome because we had a super dry winter. All right, I have 2 strands of these. This is a blue lace agate faceted coin, 4 millimeter size. These are $12 a strand. Not as much banding, but they're tiny. But they have the really pretty blue lace agate blue color that I love. And they're faceted. I love faceted. These are $12 a strand. I have 2 of them, and these strands are 15 and a quarter inches long. Pinewood, how did your show go? You guys, Pinewood makes beautiful things. And Emily, you had a show, didn't you? Sent me a message and you had a show. I wasn't able to make it. So how was your show? Good. Limited fishing on the Rio because I don't doubt it. They're trying to like fill the rivers with like reservoir water. It's not good. A free pattern. Maybe they changed it. I know I clicked through from Facebook, so it maybe is something offered from Facebook. I don't know. They've been doing it for like years, so it's possible they're like, we're not doing this anymore. All right, this little half strand is $19. This is a 5 millimeter blue lace agate faceted cube. This strand's going to be about 7.5 inches long. And they're so pretty. I love them. Blue lace agate. And we got some teeny tinies. How are you doing, Reba? You guys follow Wise Old Bag Lady too. She also has great shows. We have a lot of great sellers in here. These are $10 a strand, and this is a 3mm round blue lace agate, 16 inches long. $10. Great Pearl. Hello, how are you, my friend? You're doing well too, Reba. Good. When it feels like it's been a long time since Thursday when I did my last show. Guess we've been busy. I have 2 of those. Those are $10 a strand. Oh, these are gorgeous. You guys are going to want these. I don't know if Wild River's still in here. Wild River, if you're still in here, are you still coming to Denver? Crazy Blonde. The other thing, in September in Denver, there's a giant bead show. Another good reason to come to Colorado in September. Now, Denver's not close to Creed, but I know. If you fly into Denver, I don't know if you would fly into Denver. But yeah. They say it's second to Tucson. It's not as big as Tucson by any measurable anything, but they say it's second to Tucson, size-wise. You drive? Oh, you drive. So depending on your route, it could be on your way. It's like the second weekend, second full week, something like that. All right, these are $8 each. Blue lace agate, 20 by 25mm trapezoid. These are so cool. They have a little twist to them. Definitely pendant sized. Oh, they're getting a touch heavy for earrings, but those are $8 per bead. Love the blue lace agate. These are also from my vendor who had the old stock rough, hand cut, hand faceted. So these I bought all those strands from her one year, and then the next full year I got to her booth and she said, "I'm so glad you came. I found another strand of blue lace agate and I saved it for you." So she hid this strand away for me. And I was like, "Well, I have to buy it now." No. She was like, "No pressure." But of course I wanted them because they're beautiful. But I thought that was so kind of her. And I was so surprised that she drives all over the country selling beads. I was surprised she remembered me. I love blue lace agate too. I wish it was less expensive. Part of the price is that it's just harder to get clean pieces. They're not as blue anymore. The rough they're pulling out of the mine is not as blue. Has a lot of inclusions. And so the good pure stuff is just less common. But oh man, these are so pretty too. Okay. Today we're just gonna drool. Just kidding. Oh, these are so pretty. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do my best to find as much of it as I can, and for the most part, I'm willing to pay the price. Gray Pearl, I just found the pearls you asked me about. Yay! Thank you. Well, this is why I handpick my stones. I'm not ordering off the internet. Yay! I knew I had them. I was like, I don't know what box I put them in, and I found them. All right, this is my last strand of these. These are $24 for the full strand. This is a rustic kyanite. So this one they've really played with the inclusions and the rough around the kyanite and polished them so beautifully that they have turned even the rough into something special. But you get a lot of the blue in there. I know, aren't they amazing? This is my last strand. This is a 6mm, 15.5-inch long strand for $24. We'll just leave that up there while I show you the others. To haunt you, I'll tease you. Oh, okay. Kathy is investigating for us. Okay, so she says, here we go. If you go to offers.wiredjewelry.com, it looks like you can get the wire cutter. Offers.wiredjewelry.com. That's where you go. You're so good, Kathy. Thank you so much. All right, $18 for a full strand. This is also a rustic kyanite. They didn't polish these quite as much. They have a little more blue in them though, not as much of the brown. And this is a 12 by 8 roughly rustic tube, 15 and 3/4 inches long. $18 for that strand. And that is also my last one. These are so pretty, you guys. Kyanite's on my list too, one of my favorites. Blue lace, kyanite, labradorite. Always my favorites. All right, what do we have here? I have 2 full strands and 1 half strand available on these. $32 for the full strand. This is an 8 by 10 millimeter oval in kyanite. These are super clean and gorgeous. So full strand for 32, half strand for 16. I know. They're so good. I first bought some of these in Denver last year and sold out by the time I got to Tucson. So I got more in Tucson. And it was really good in Tucson because a lot of people had kyanite this year. And I looked at a lot of it, and this vendor that I originally got them from, they have the prettiest ones and they were the lowest price. And I was like, I love that. The ruby and kyanite. I have a pendant that has ruby and kyanite. Let's see. Yes. Half strand for Kim K. I got you there. Hey, Deborah. Hello, hello. So this is ruby and kyanite set in sterling silver. This pendant's $28. And to test if it's rubies, you use a UV light and they will light right up. So you see all of those rubies in there. That would be so pretty hanging from one of those. Oh man, that would be cool, Kathy. That's awesome. That's so cool. We'll just leave that up there. All right, so these are a splurge. And this is a half strand. And this is $55. Now, I will tell you, I have not seen kyanite prettier than this in probably my whole life. All of it's kyanite. Yep, this one just has a lot of the rough in it, which I actually kind of love. There's a lot of loose, but it is a half strand. But check those out. This is an 8 millimeter round. $55 for the half strand. And I'm a little sad I didn't buy more than that. These are absolutely incredible. This strand I did not buy in Denver, and I regretted it. And so I bought it in Tucson. Thankfully, they still had some. And I regret not buying more. But I still had sticker shock, even though I knew what the price was going to be. It was not inexpensive, right? Oh, but they're so pretty. Is that my last half? Did I keep any for me? All right, and then I have 2 of these. And then that will be all the kyanite. Isn't it so cool with the ruby in it? It's amazing. These, again, really good high end. Not quite as clean as the 8 millimeters, but so much of the chatoyancy, so much of that really good blue color. This is a 12 millimeter round, and the full strand is $100. Half strand would be $55. Put them down here. So all the kyanite. Slide them up just a bit. So pretty. I love all the kyanite. This pendant would be so pretty with any of these strands. Pendant's $28. Price wise, let's see. Top strand here is $24. Last one of those. This one's $18. The barrels. The ovals are 32 for a full strand. I can do a half strand on those for 16. 55 for the 8mm rounds, a half strand, $55. And then these big guys, 100 for a full strand, 50 for a half strand. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, on these, the big ones, I could also do 8 beads for $25. So I did break those down even a little more because they're pricey. It's pricey. I get it. All right. Hopefully I can restock the rounds, maybe the ovals, maybe you get a new shape like a coin. Hopefully restock some barrels and restock these. I'm hoping I can get restocks on all of those in September in Denver. But yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I buy these in person, right? Pick the best ones. Kim K, those are yours. Oh my gosh, they're so good. You're not going to be sad about them. You're going to be like, that was worth every penny. They're so pretty. Insanely gorgeous. All right. You're welcome. Thank you. There's the pendant again. This is all in sterling silver. I'm running low on pendants. I haven't really ever stocked a lot of pendants. So that's something I could look into more if that's something you guys are interested in, is pendants that are in silver like that. Those are the ovals, 32 for a full strand, 16 for a half. These kind of rustic tubes or rustic barrel, 18 for the full strand. And then the rustic rounds, these are a 6mm round. Just the finish on these, like they've polished those so well. They're so good. Those are 24 for the full strand. Yummy. Okay. Let's do this pearl real quick. Gray Pearl. I'm gonna let Gray Pearl have first pick. She messaged me for these. So I want her to have first pick. But then after she picks, you guys can grab what you want. These, I'm laying them so the holes, so you can see the direction of the hole top to bottom. Vertical. Okay. Maybe we should line them up here. Cactus, hello, hello. How are you? If you guys aren't following Cactus, please do. She does amazing shows where she just creates and teaches you how to make things. And it's so fun and relaxing. They're 9. I'm doing well, thank you. So we did like number 1 up the top, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do them that way. Baroque pearl pendant for your daughter and yourself. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I think this was a request even for Gray Pearl when I was in Tucson. She was looking for them. And it was so fortunate because a lot of the vendors had these specifically as like their special for Tucson. 4 and 7. 4, 6, 7. All right, so 4 is on the left, 7 is on the right. And there's the other side of both of those. Those are pretty. If you're looking for like matches, size-wise, they're very good. And they're Baroque, right? So they're going to be a little different, but those are really close. Number 2. Do you want to see it next to anything? It's wider than the other 2. And this one also, I don't know if you can see it, the hole, there's a little peekaboo on the hole there. So the hole does go all the way to the tip, but there's a little exit spot there, a little window on number 2. The other 2 don't have that. $4 and $7 for gray pearl. All right. Yeah, you could definitely do something with it, right, Deborah? It's not necessarily like a bad thing. It's just something to be aware of. So, sure. And then did you want me to add a strand of those heart leaves, or are you good on those? You can just tell me either way. The black with gold. I think they're $4 for 10. Okay, so let's renumber these because I won't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If anybody else wants those. Sounds good. Yeah, I don't know if it'll happen, but you know where to find me if you don't want to wait any longer. I actually just looked today to see if they had new colors in heart leaves, and nothing new right now. So, but I do have new ones being shipped to me. Hopefully they leave the check this week, so they should get to me a week and a half, hopefully, if they don't get stuck somewhere. Last time my box got stuck in Paris. 2 times ago they got stuck in Paris. Last time they got stuck in Memphis in customs. And then they charged me for getting stuck in customs. I'm like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Come on. They didn't charge me a lot. It wasn't enough for me to fight it, but yes, I'm gonna show everybody. Maybe. I don't know till I get there. I will, if they do, I'll definitely get some, but it's not as big as Tucson. But there's still a lot. So I'll do my best. All right. Reba's ankle bracelet with heart leaves. Isn't that so cute? She did such a good job. I don't know, Cactus. Oh, I think I did. I think I stopped in at the end of, yeah, because you made it a pendant with pearls. I did stop in at the end of one of your shows where I rated it and you were finishing it up. It was so pretty. All right, last strand of these. Black tourmalated quartz. No, I've not been to an intergalactic bead show. That sounds cool. I'm going to write it down because I'm looking for more shows that are good that I could travel to easily. So I'm going to look that one up and see. All right, $18 for the full strand. This, again, is black tourmalated quartz. About a 12 by 8 millimeter rustic tube, 15 3/4 inches long. Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of times, like when it's just one. So the thing about the Denver show and the Tucson show, what makes them big is it's multiple bead shows coming together in the same chunk of time all across the cities. So I think Denver has like 10 or 12 shows total. Tucson has like 40 or 50 shows total. So, I mean, Tucson is way bigger. I think Vegas, I just missed it when I was out of the country. They have one at the end of May, and it's like 3 shows come together. So, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Oh, I love that Cactus. All your stuff turns out so nice, you guys. Cactus makes such pretty things. I have my box right here. Look what she made me. I bought them, but she did make them for me. Look at these, you guys. All right, so these are from Cactus Buddy Studio. This is the kind of stuff she makes, and it's amazing. I haven't worn them yet, obviously. They're still on the card. But it's my anniversary this weekend, so I'm going to wear them on my anniversary. Right? She does such amazing work. And her shows are so good. Like super low key, just fun, hang out. And she'll teach you how to do all of it. Like as she's showing it, she just tells you what she's doing. Yeah, gorgeous. She does amazing work. Her shows are awesome. And she doesn't charge enough for her jewelry. You have to charge more, Jay. You have to charge more. I know you don't like to hear that. Last strand of these are $10. This is a chevron amethyst 6mm round. Oh, you're so sweet. $10, 15 3/4 inches long for that strand. Now these are really cool. These called me because it's like they're pieced together, like they have halves to them. And I just thought that was so cool, especially in a 6mm sized bead. They aren't pieced together. That's just how chevron amethyst is. You don't get a lot of like actual chevrons, which you will in like larger pieces. But I thought these were cool. $10. That's my last strand. I think we're gonna have a lot of that today. Last strands, which means I'm gonna have to stock up quite a bit at the Denver show. Fine by me. All right, looks like I have 3 of these left. $12 a strand. This is a 4mm round labradorite. And again, this is why I hand pick, because these are 4mm rounds. Oh, 5mm rounds. Sorry, I didn't read my tag. I was just guessing. 14 1/4 inches long for $12. But look, not every, but so many of those beads are flashing. Which when you order, I know I have been disappointed ordering labradorite on the internet before, because they will show you the best ones, but they don't always ship you the best one. So when I buy stones, I love to hand pick, because I get to pick the best ones out of the bundles and make sure I get the prettiest ones. Because they don't price them that differently. Like if they're all in the same bundle, they're the same price. So I pick the best ones for you guys. Those are $12 a strand, about a 5mm smooth round, 14 1/4 inches long. Yummy. Oh, I love labradorite. All right, looks like I have 1.5 strands left on this one. Full strand is $24. Half strand will be $12. And let's see. Stats. 10mm faceted square, 15 3/4 inches long. These weren't like the most vibrantly flashy beads, but they were decently flashy, and you get some really cool colors in these. Like this one here. Deborah, yay. I'm trying to get that to flash. I keep seeing glimpses. See, it's like a red. So not like I said, not super like in your face flash on these. Very subtle flash on these. But they do flash. So 24 for the full strand. I do have a half strand for $12. 10mm faceted squares. Ooh. That side was doing something cool, I think. So pretty. I love them. Yummy. Yummy, yummy. All right. I have more labradorite in another box somewhere. We might get to it today. We might not. We'll see what happens. If you really want to see more labradorite, just let me know, though, and I will make an effort to dig for them. Yes, these are so cool. All right, Mukai. Oh wait, no, this is a mix. No, I have 2 different strands in here. That's what's going on. Okay, I have 1 strand of Mookite hearts and 1 strand of rhodonite hearts. These strands both have 8mm sized hearts on them, and each strand is 15 inches long. These are $16 for the full strand, and I have Mookite and rhodonite. Aren't they good? I just thought they were cut really nicely too. Really clean cut on those. Mookite, I love like the deep purples. I really like that kind of mustardy color too. I think they're pretty. And then rhodonite, super pink, all the shades of pink in the rhodonite. $16 a strand. I only have 1 left of each of those. So fun. So fun. All right, these I loved. I still love them. I thought these were so cool because these are mixes. I have a few different ones, so I'll show you. $15 for a full strand. This is a 4.5mm cube mix, 14 3/4 inches long per strand. And you guys know me, every time they color black, I get really excited about it. So on here we have some crazy lace. We have howlite, white howlite. Looks like a yellow aventurine or maybe a yellow yellow aventurine. Rhodonite, green aventurine, lemon jade, like a carnelian, and then you're back to crazy lace. So those, and then I couldn't pick which one I liked the best. So we have a few here. It doesn't matter which colorway. These are $15 a strand. This one has some Amazonite, white quartz, yellow aventurine, rhodonite, howlite. Those are $15 a strand. And then this one's really similar, but again, I couldn't decide, so I just got them all. That's something I do. I can't pick, I just get them all. I don't walk away, I just get them all. This one has rose quartz, Amazonite, the orange agate, amethyst. I think I got all of them. Really pretty. Those are 15 as well for a full strand. Thank you. I love them. And one of the great things, like I make earrings a lot. So these mixes are great because you're getting multiple stones for the price of 1 strand. So there's definitely some value there. These are $15. And then this one has some of the Picasso jasper. It has, is that lapis or sodalite? I'm gonna call it sodalite, but I'm not totally sure. Jasper, I think that's a blue spot jasper, and then howlite. It could be lapis, but I don't see any pyrite flecks in it. So anyway. All right, those in the cubes, those are the 4 color mixes that I have. $15 a strand, 4.5mm cubes. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna put these away. We'll keep moving on. I try to keep my shows moving. Really summery color palettes. So cool. I mean, these are stones. That's so cool to me. I love the lemon jade in there. Love that. So pretty. Got purple and orange and pink. 15 a strand. on any of these colorways. And you guys, if there's something I show early on and you want me to go back to it, you just can't get it out of your mind, please let me know. We always do that in stone shows because sometimes you have to sit on them for a little bit. You gotta let it be in your mind, and then they haunt you. And so we can't have that. So just let me know. We'll go back. We'll go back to what you want to see. These are cool shapes. Looks like I have 2 mixes of these. These are $16 a strand. I love this shape. Just like a really cool, we're calling that a clover. This has tree agate, smoky quartz, Dalmatian jasper, sodalite, tiger eye, maybe a cherry quartz. Really cool. 16. These are 8mm sized beads. And then the other mix, so pretty. Sodalite, smoky. Ooh, I think that's labradorite, but it doesn't flash. I think lepidolite, rose quartz, rhodonite. And those are $16 a strand as well. Again, really cool color combo. And you could use them together, or you could just break them apart and then have all those different stones. What's up?
Could I have a big cookie?
Did you finish your sandwich? You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Happy cookies?
Yes. All right. Love, love, love. I love that shape. I have this larger too, in different color, different stones. But that one's an 8mm clover. And this larger one, this is a 10mm clover. I only have 1 color mix. And let's see, we've got, oh, these are pretty. Some kind of quartz, either a rose quartz or a cherry quartz down at the bottom. Crazy lace agate. Then we have opalite, which is actually glass. It's man-made, but it's still cool. And then back to the rose quartz and then crazy lace. Those are cool. The opalite's picking up that pink string that's in there. These are $18 for a strand, and this is a 10mm clover mix. These strands are 15 inches long. So cute. Love those. All right. You guys want to see hearts? We got some heart mixes. Isn't it a great shape, Kim? I agree. And it's just like, it's kind of a different cut, right? It's not one that you see all the time. So I love that. This is a little heart. 6mm sized heart. This is $15 for a full strand. And they're just shy of 15 inches, like 14 3/4. We've got tree agate, picture jasper, again, a non-flashy labradorite, Dalmatian jasper, goldstone, and it looks like a flower amazonite maybe. It's really cool. Some good neutrals on there. Oh, I'll have to look that up. I am not very familiar. I'm going to have to look that up, though. I mean, it's possible. She's got to get her stuff from somewhere, right? There was one year Martha Stewart was doing some sort of Christmas kit, and she bought all the red check glass beads. Like, no one could get check glass red beads. Everyone would come into our store like, do you have red? I'm like, nope. Blame Martha. $15 this one. Smoky quartz, picture jasper, kiwi quartz, cherry quartz, and then back to smoky quartz. That one's really cool. I like that one. $15. Almost 15 inches long. 6mm hearts with 2 different mixes. She did, like Martha, she had like, I can't remember what kind of kit, but you know, she like mass produces like all her kits, and the factories, I think it takes some time, like they need some lead time, and so she just, by the time the factories could recover from that, Christmas was over. And I mean, they're European businesses, so they they like get decent breaks. Picture Jasper. They both have Picture Jasper in them. Are you wanting one of these? I can pull them back out, 2-piece. One has Kiwi Jasper and a Cherry Quartz. This one has Kiwi Jasper and Cherry Quartz. Not the spotted. Okay. Well, this one has Dalmatian Jasper. Is it that one that you wanted in Goldstone? Hi, Eva Susan. How are you? Sure. Yeah, no, you're fine. So the one here on, they're just different mixes, but the one here on the left has Smoky Quartz, Picture Jasper, Kiwi Quartz, and Cherry Quartz. And then the one here on the right has Tree Agate, the Picture Jasper, a non-flashing Labradorite, Dalmatian Jasper, and Goldstone. So they both have the Picture Jasper in them, but I think all the other stones are different. The left one, you got it, 2-piece. Thank you. Hey. Oh. Little Strands, not a mix. These are $16. I like this cut. Okay, you're good. You're good. $16 for a full strand. These are 15 inches long, and this is a 6mm blue goldstone heart. So these are also cut more as like a cushion heart, and not with quite as sharp of an edge. I got one for 2-piece, and I have one more of these. $16. It's just a cute little heart, isn't it? Thank you, Eva Season. Blue goldstone. These are gorgeous. I love when they color block things, you guys. These are $20 a strand. I've got a few of these. Yummy. Tourmaline 3.5mm faceted round, 15 1/4 inches long per strand. $20 a strand. I've got one for Teach. I think one of the things that I loved the most about these is how crisp the colors are. And I love that it has this kind of honey color in there, which a lot of time that's either really muddied in the strands or you don't get it at all. But I just think it adds so much. Super pretty. 3.5mm faceted rounds, $20 a strand. I got 3 more of those. And I love when they color block. They just look so pretty. It's so pretty. Just feels like organized, you know? Okay, I have one of these. One. If I can get more, I will, but stones, you just never know. This is $14. It's a 14mm fire agate coin, 15 1/2 inches long. This fire agate does have quite a bit of white in it, which I think is kind of cool. Very tortoisey looking. 14mm coin for $14. 15 1/2 inches long, and that's my last one. Probably gone through like 20 of these. They've been super popular. Right, Kathy? I know. So good. Fire agate. Love it. I think that might be my only fire agate. I've sold all the rest of it, which I had quite a bit. All right, we've got green goldstone and blue goldstone. Goldstone is man-made, so it's a little funny to me that we only have, the regular goldstone, green goldstone, and blue goldstone. Like, why can't we do like a pink goldstone and all the other colors? Anyways, green goldstone. This is a 4 millimeter faceted rondelle, 15 inches long for $12. Green goldstone. This is the only thing I have in green goldstone. It's a little harder to find, again, which is weird because it's man-made, but I guess I don't make the rules. One of those for teach, one for 2Ps. I've got a couple more. I still have this. I still have two strands. Love that. And then we have the blue goldstone. Thanks, Cactus. Do you have a show today or tomorrow? When's your next show? Tell us about it. Blue goldstone, $12 a strand. 4 millimeter faceted rondelles, 14.5 inches long for these. Blue goldstone. Yummy, yummy. Look how pretty. I love the sparkles. So fun. One for teach. Whew. So pretty. Love it. All right. These are $14 a strand. This is flower Amazonite. Oh, it says Amazonite mixed color, but it's like they call it flower Amazonite sometimes too. So here we go. 15 inches long. This is a 4 by 6 millimeter rondelle. These are $14 a strand. It's got a decent amount of that really pretty blue-green Amazonite color. I honestly really love the mix because it pulls out that natural contrast. I think it makes it a little more like earthy feeling, like it is something that you've came out of the earth versus, sometimes I love them when things are super clean and perfect and high end, right? Sometimes I really love when they have this variance to them. $14 a strand. These are faceted as well. Or are you looking for something specific, Cactus? I'm not doing charms today. I actually don't think I have a charm show scheduled this week. If you're looking for something. Oh, a cactus charm? I think I have some. I will have to dig them out. That makes sense, right? Oh, some plant charms. Yeah. So I have I have that mix that has a lot of cactus in them. I have a new plant mix too that I'll show on my next charm show, but I think it's not till next week. I don't know why I did that. I scheduled funny. Oh, good. Yeah. These are 4 millimeter Mookite rondelles, 15.25 inches long for $12. Jay, if you want them, if you need to put an order together, or if you just want me to hold them till you have an order ready with me, let me know. Send me a message. I can get them pulled for you. One of these for Crazy Blonde. I love Mookite. These have a really good mix of all the colors that Mookite comes in. Okay. If you do, just send me a message. It's fine. You don't have to be present to win. You can send me a message. One for 2Ps. Coming in with my favorite Whatnot glitch. Yeah, they are very fall toned. They're excellent for fall. This one has a little spirit bead, a little green aventurine one on there. Okay. I enjoy having you. Yeah, that would work too. Yeah, you could watch a past show. Or you could just send me the picture of what Kathy sent you and I can pull from that way too. Okay. These are all tangled. These are so fun. $12 a strand. I have 3 of these. This is Soda Light. And these are a 4mm faceted coin, 15 inches long for $12. I said I have 3 of those available. Maybe that one, the string is breaking, but it's okay still. Really good. This is how I like my Soda Light. I like it to be pretty dark, not a lot of white, just a tiny bit of that white matrix. One of those for Crazy Blonde. So pretty. Got 2 more of those. One for Heartfully Handmade. Hello, hello. And I got one more. I'm gonna have to do like a onesie show. Pull all the things I have 1 strand left of. Isn't that what Wild River does? They only have like 1 or 2 left. They do like a battle of the beads or something. I might have to copy them. That sounds like fun. Yay! Oh, those came pretty fast. What day was my charm show? I don't remember. I'm glad you got them. Yay! Ooh, these are pretty. Found my turquoise box. Let's do some turquoise. All right. These are 4.5mm rounds. These are $20 a strand. Oh, these are so pretty. Really good mix here. There's like green and a little bit of blue in all these strands. You got the brown matrix, some with a little bit of black matrix down there. Oh, such a pretty mix. $20, 4.5mm rounds. Ooh, look at that green on that one. Wow. Isn't that amazing? I love the huge range of blue that turquoise comes in. Or green, like the blues and greens, like the whole range. I know, I do too. I wish turquoise was less expensive, but unfortunately, it can be pricey. Okay, do you want the one with that really cool limey one on there? She's like, all right, start me up. Oh man, that's a good strand. Okay. I mean, if we're being honest, we can all say the same thing. But it's a very fine line when it comes to beads between need and want, right? $20 for the full strand. That one has good green on it too. Oh man. They're so pretty. This is what happens with beaders and makers. Like this happens a lot is like I'll sell somebody beads and then they make something and then I buy that something from them with my beads on it. I try to. Turquoise is another one that I'm probably only going to ever hand pick. So I picked up a lot when I was in Tucson last February. I probably won't get any restock of turquoise until the Denver show in September, if not the Tucson show next February. So, although I think I'm going in January. Ugh, these are so cool. They're very rustic in their cut. They also are a little bit lintily, and what I mean by that is see how the holes are not straight, so they stack on each other. I mean that's intentional, but the colors in these turquoise strands, man, they won me over. 10 millimeter rustic coin, 15.5 inch long strands. These are $46 for a full strand. I can do half strands on these for 23. I know, right? The color. That's the color. They're so, so good. Insane. I know, Reba. I know you love that when they stack like that. One of those for crazy blonde. Here, I'm going to lay them out so you can choose. Try and lay them out. So if we numbered them 1, 2, and 3, is there one of those that you like over the others? Or I'm happy to pick for you too. Okay. This one's singing to me for some reason. I don't have a reason. Sometimes I have a reason. But I like those right now. Gorgeous. Man, the colors. I was like, I can't leave those. They're so pretty. So pretty. Okay, these are an insane deal. I bought every strand that he had of these because, first of all, they're graduated. Graduated strands are always more expensive. It's because they take time to string and kind of make things even. But I love the color on these as well. A little more rustic again in the shape. These are teardrops. 15.75 inches long per strand. And these are $26 a strand. 26. Such a crazy good deal for turquoise. I have 2 of them left. Now you could restring these kind of as they are, or you could pair them up. 2Ps, you're going to want one that has good matches, right? I think this one has better matches, maybe? I don't know. They're both actually pretty good. Do you have a preference on which one, 2Ps? The left one or the right one? Okay, I'm going to do that one because I think they're all pretty rustic, so they're not like perfect pairs. But that one seems pretty good. All right, one more, $26. Now we're really getting into turquoise haunts. A lot of things haunt, but here's another round. These are a little bigger. This is my only strand, $24, and this one is a 6 millimeter round. Kind of favoring, I really like a true turquoise color on these with that blue-green combo. It doesn't really lean super blue or super green, just right in the middle there. $24 for that strand. 6 millimeter rounds. How long is this strand? 15.5 inches long. So nice length. Oh, they're pretty. They're so pretty. Oh my gosh. I was worried when I left Tucson that I bought too much turquoise. And I've sold through a lot of it. So I don't think I bought too much. I think we're sitting just right. Okay, here's a half strand. I'm going to try not to dump. These are cool. These are like an irregular round. So not perfectly smooth. The half strand, so what's here is a half strand, is $23. And that's all I have left. It's about a 10 millimeter round. So really good size. These lean a little more blue. Some of them have some really good blue-green to them. Really fun matrix on all of these. Matrix is a little more black and the darker brown versus the lighter brown. So the half strand here is $23. I should put tape on the ends of these. Then I won't dump them. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful those are. There's the strand tag for the whole strand, but they're cut in half, so half the price. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I know, right, cactus? So good. And a good size, like these little kind of 10-ish millimeter. Really nice. Big enough to be seen. The first rounds with more brown. These were like a 4.5 millimeter round, and these are 20 a strand. These have like a good mix, so some like super blue, some super green, and then the brown. Yep. Hello, Fear Not. Hi, Candy. How are you doing? We're in turquoise territory right now. I think that's the one that you're asking about, Heartfully. If not, we'll figure it out. Let me know. Here's another half strand. These are $29 for the half strand. Gosh, these are pretty. 8 millimeter rondelle. Okay. Yeah, they're really pretty. 8 millimeter rondelle, $29 for the half strand. Gosh, these lean a touch more green, but they're in that blue green range. Love, love, love those. Again, the matrix on those are so pretty. I'm gonna do a little. I never do this. Maybe I should. I just buy things. And I feel like I know decently well like what good pricing is. They're basically very similarly priced to like what is on Etsy. You're supposed to be doing a turquoise jewelry show every time I make a piece to get excited and sell it. I love it. Yeah, I was just kind of looking, scoping. I love it. That's so funny. I would do the same. I get so excited about new stuff. Love those. 29. Okay, these are an investment strand. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Okay, so I have one full strand and one half strand, and they are different from each other, so I'll show you both. This full strand is $110, 16 inches long. It's a 10 millimeter cushion cut. What drives the price up is the stone itself is just gorgeous on these. But B, the precision that these are all cut, they're very uniform in shape and size, and they're polished beautifully. Yeah, exactly, right? I do have the half strand for $55, and the half strand is more blue than this one. They are amazing. You can't see those in the bag. We're going to take them out. Oops. Sure. 10 millimeter cushion cuts. Look how pretty those are. They're so blue. That half strand is $55. Yummy. When I bought these, the vendor, she was like, "You saw the price on them, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I saw the price." But I also know they're worth the price. And the price is reasonable for what they are, even though I do recognize they're expensive. Yum, 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 yum. All right. So let me know when you can't stop thinking about those. Even if it's like next week, you guys, like message me. Happy to pull things back out for you. How you been doing, Candy? The locale? What do you mean? This was like one of the first strands I picked, and so then she was like, "Oh, so you're like seriously shopping?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm seriously shopping." Oh, where it's from? No, I think a lot of this stuff is probably old stock. They had a lot of things that I had seen shapes in the past. I suspect these are from a U.S. mine. I don't think they're Chinese. The half strand you showed earlier, the rustic rounds, the irregular rounds, that one. Cactus. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what you do with those. You got them. All right, and then the last one is another splurge, but not as much. Oh, I was wondering. Sorry, my friend. Feeling better today? These are 64, and it's the last strand I have of these. Another graduated strand. Oh, we'll see what happens with my kids and my dog. There's thunder outside. None of them like thunder. $64. They graduate from a 4mm to an 11mm rondelle. 16 inches long. Oh, man. They just put some fluids in you and say, go home and rest. Oh, gosh, look how pretty these are. Such a variety of colors. These you probably would want to string them together. I don't think I would break them apart, but you know, you do you. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Man, that stinks. I'm sorry. I ended up buying more strands of these than I originally had intended, but all of the strands were so gorgeous that I couldn't. I had to get extras. So that's my last one. $64. And it's beautiful. So pretty. I think, Kathy, did you string yours up yet? Or are you still sitting on it waiting to break them apart? I can't remember who got another one. Somebody else got one. I just remembered I sent some sample pictures to Kathy. So pretty. Okay. That's the end of the turquoise. So, I mean, if you want a little justification, yes, these are the smallest turquoise I have, but they're also the least expensive turquoise I have. 4.5mm rounds. These are the ones I first showed, and those are 20 a strand. They're so pretty. I love them. Now, I will keep my eyes out for a beautiful turquoise. It's hardly ever price point friendly. You know what I mean? So, let me know. Let me know. Hello, hello. Oh, man, these are cool too. Uh-oh. Tags are coming off. That's not good. Ooh, we're going to get a good rainstorm. I can hear it. These are Ocean Jasper 4x7mm rondelles. These are a really cool shaped rondelle too. I'm trying to figure out which strand lost its tag. This one. I also have a half strand here for $12 if anybody would like a half strand. Yeah, it was turquoise. Do you want me to pull them back out? We did a bunch of turquoise, but that last one was a 4.5mm round. I'm happy to pull them back out. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm putting a tag back on. Had a lost tag. Oh man, it is pouring. Yes. I think that's amethyst on there. Sometimes they get like a random spirit bead on them. We'll look at those in a second. So this is a 4.5mm round, and these are $20 a strand. The strands are 15 1/4 inches long. There's one more. I'm not sure where they're from. They look like they could be the Hubei, but I don't know for sure. But just based on the colors in the matrix, yeah, I would guess. That's where I would guess. Yeah, some really cool like range of colors. Like some of these, like this one, well, both of these have this really amazing green and some really deep blues. Very, very cool. Love it. So those are 20 a strand, and you can, let me know anytime. Even just send me a message sometime when you can't get them out of your head, that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, turquoise is really pretty, and I hadn't stocked any of it for quite a while because honestly the price points are high. Like there's not really much getting around that. But I just decided that I didn't care anymore and I bought it anyway. And it's been good. Like I've been selling through it. So I will be next time I'm at a show, I will be buying more. So I hand pick all my stone. So I always pull the prettiest ones out of the bundle for you. All right, so this is ocean jasper, $24 a strand. And these are 4x7 millimeter rondelles. I pulled these because a lot of times ocean jasper, it's like the blue lace agate where there is not as much rough left that's gorgeous. So a lot of times the ocean jasper, when I get it, it's coming in really mustardy. We're getting a lot of those mustard tones. And these did not have a lot of the mustard tones. Now they're still kind of missing out on like the pinks and purples that I really miss with good old stock ocean jasper, but they're really pretty even without the pinks and purples. So nice. So $24 for a full strand. I do have half strands of these for $12. And you still, on some of these, you do get some of like the orb patterns. Like look on that one. Thunder. You are getting a little bit of the orbing. That one actually has some pinks and purples in it. Love it. And then that green one. So pretty. Love those. So this is also one that I'm always going to buy ocean jasper in person so I can pick the best ones. Because I would hate to like order these and then they're all mustard yellow, It just feels sad. Okay, and then these, oh man, this whole box is so pretty. An all orb strand, oh my gosh. It would be gorgeous. Getting harder and harder to find. All right, I have 2 of these left. I love these. These are $18 a strand, and this is a black tourmalated quartz, 4.5 millimeter rounds, 15 1/2 inches long. Now, you can get black tourmalated quartz for a lower price point, but at the lower price points, you're not going to get the clarity that these have. These are so, so clear, and you can see those tourmalations in there. Amazing. I know. They're so clear. So I have 2 of these left, $18 a strand, about a 4.5 millimeter round. I have decided to describe tourmalated quartz and rutilated quartz, because it has the same kind of vibe, as contained chaos. Because all those little lines look so chaotic to me, but it's all contained. On these, I'm just doing a full strand. So pretty. So 18 on those. I mean, yeah, you can get tourmalated quartz for like $10 a strand, but they're not going to be anywhere near that clarity for sure. These are a 4.5 millimeter. Man, I wish I could find a 6. At one point, I think it was a 6 millimeter. I had 6 millimeters at this point. At this, with this clarity. But those I should have held on to. I kind of wish I didn't sell them. Because I haven't seen them again that clear. Okay. I'll probably do like half this box. This box has a lot of bronzite, unless you guys really want to see bronzite today. I know, if I find 6mm again, hands down, I'll buy them. It was expensive though. It was like a $40 strand with that clarity for 6mm. And that was like 5 years ago. $26. These are pretty. 8mm round Petersite. 15 1/4 inches long strands. These are nice too. I can do half strands on these for 13. Full strands are gonna be 26. They have a lot of that like smoky blue gray in them. It's not like a true blue, but there's a lot of that blue gray in there. These are pretty. 8mm round Petersite. With a lot of red. I mean, they actually all have a pretty fair amount of red. I would say this one has maybe the most red. Yeah, isn't it pretty? I kind of round that out. And do a half strand. For 13. All right. Yep, there it is. I'm like, I moved my marker. Some Neelite. What is that? I'm not familiar with that. Petersite. Oh, the tiger eye with the Peter. Yeah. Cool. I didn't know it had a special name. I always learn stuff from you, Candy. See, I don't know how stone babies. Why did that get redlined? That's funny. See, I knew I should have brought my cutter down for another reason. But I have this one. This one's a high-end cutter. This one I paid a lot for. This one has a carbide blade. You can see where they switched metal to give it a sturdier blade. Very cool. All right, so 13 for the half strands, 26 for the full Petersite. Okay. Oh, I know. Revenge. Thanks, Deborah. I know. These are so pretty. I think pretty much everything I'm showing today is stuff that I picked up mostly in Tucson. So there's actually not that much of it left. I had a ton. Time to go back. I'm actually already looking at hotels and flights. All right, Crazy Lace Agate. These are 10 by 14 millimeter ovals, 15.25 inch long strand for $14. I know, I'm so excited. It's a good time. I have two strands left. Crazy Lace Agate. I love Crazy Lace just because the patterns are so cool. Some banding. These are a little lighter toned. They have a little more of like the ivory color in them. Love those. $14 a strand. If you guys are just joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. I do a bundle show, so we're not running auctions on anything. Most of the time I have more than one strand available, which is a big reason why I do that. So you just claim in the chat. I'll start a basket for you when you're ready to check out. Just let me know and I add everything up for you for one checkout total. More Crazy Lace Agate. These I have a lot. These do have more of the yellow mustard tone in them. For some reason I like it in the Crazy Lace, but not as much in the Ocean Jasper. But that's okay. Whatevs, right? These are $14 a strand, and these are 8.5 millimeter rounds, 14.75 inches long. These also have more red in them. They have a lot of the good red. Another one that's really good with fall tones. Gosh, this bead is so cool. Look at that one. I love it. Ooh, and this one right behind my finger. So cool. So many cool beads. $14 a strand on those. If you guys have a favorite stone that you want me to show today, ask away. If I have it, I'm happy to show you. No pressure. You don't have to, you're not pressured. You know, that does not mean you have to buy it, but we can see what I got. Right now, I'm just pulling boxes and seeing what's in there and showing what's in there. But if you guys are ever looking for something specific, always let me know. So I got a lot of stuff here. What are these? Ooh. Ooh, and ooh. Oh, now the sun is shining. Okay, short range storm. This is my last strand of these. $24. This is Rhyolite. And this is a 6 millimeter faceted round, 15.75 inch long strand. $24 for that. Whew. It's storming there. Passing it along. We haven't really had any summer storms yet, so that was like kind of our first, but it was very short-lived. 15.75 inches long. So Rhyolite is a jasper. It's also known as rainforest jasper. We were talking about that earlier. But I will forever call it Rhyolite because that's the first name I learned it as. $24 for that one. Rhyolite. And then these are super cool. These are a little more expensive. But these are $30 for a full strand. I can do half strands on these for $15. And this is Boulder Opal. So one of the really cool things on these is within pretty much each bead, you have this little band. Oh, that's showing really nice for you guys. That one's showing off of like opal in there. So cool. That one has a lot. That's really cool. So Boulder Opal is the name of the stone. Little lighter weight than a lot of stones, and that's because it is that opal. There's another good bead in there. Yummy. So $30 for a full strand, $15 for a half. These are 8 millimeter rounds. Gorgeous. Super cool. That's one that I saw a long time ago but hadn't seen again until this last time. Golden rutilated quartz. I don't have any right now. That one is harder to find, and especially like pretty ones. It's always on my list of things to look for. All right, I have a lot of bronzite. Do you guys want to see bronzite? Last strand of these, dark green aventurine. I have some green aventurine, I think, so I'll show you what I have. These are $15 for the full strand, 8mm rondelle in bronzite, 15 inches long. Bronzite's really cool. Teach, you get those. So one of the things that's really interesting about bronzite, and I didn't know this until more recently, is bronzite has hematite in it, which is an iron oxide. So technically, you can have magnetized bronzite. It's also what gives it those shiny points in there. That's the hematite reflecting. These are $14 for a full strand. This is a 12mm square, 15 3/4 inches long. Really nice shape there. One of those for Teach. That one I do have more of if anybody else wants that. One for Heartfully in the square. So cool. Those are pretty. I like these big flat shapes because you can really see all the little details. Hey Angela, how are you? Good afternoon. This one is my last one. This is an 18mm coin, $26 for this strand. This one I could do half strands for $13 if anybody wanted half strand instead of the full. 15.5 inches long on the full strand, 18mm coin. Definitely more of a focal size when you start getting into that, but gosh, they're cool. I love bronzite. I had this bronzite. It's so funny with stones because sometimes they really come and go. They come and go in waves. I hadn't seen bronzite in forever, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing it everywhere. So I stocked up on bronzite because you just don't know when you're going to see it again. All right, 4mm rounds. Looks like I have 3 strands of these, and these are bronzite, $9. 15 1/4 inches long. Yeah, squares out, half of the coin in. Absolutely. And a 4mm round for Teach. All right. 13 for a half strand on the coins. So if anybody else wants half strand of the coins, I do have another half strand here for 13. Those are so cool. Is that what you meant? Teach was for the half of that? I just read that it said round. Is that what you meant, the coins? If not, it's okay. Okay, perfect. Just checking. There we go. All right, so I have some 4mm rounds left. I have the half strand left of the 18mm coin. I also have an 8mm round. These are $14 for the 8mm round, and those are 15 1/4 inch long strands. $14 for those, one for each. These I do have a few strands as well. Looks like maybe 3 more, at least 2 more. 8mm round bronzite. One of those for Heartfully. And then the last thing I have in bronzite, we did go through all of it. That's okay. That's good. I'm glad I showed it all. These are $20 for a full strand. I do have a half strand available for $10. And these are 12 by 16mm rectangles. Again, I love these flat shapes. So cool. They just showcase the stone differently than the rounds. Half for each. And I can cut more half strands if somebody else is like, oh, I wanted the half. I can cut more. 20 for a full, 10 for a half. Okay. Let me see what I have in Green Adventuring. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty things, pretty things. Focus, focus, focus. Well, maybe I had sold through a lot of it. I'm still digging though. Maybe we should do that next anyway. Here we go. Here's some. I don't know if this is going to be as dark as you're looking for. These are gorgeous. I thought I had more than this. Not in there. I guess not. Okay, so I have these. These are my only Green Adventuring. This cut is super cool though. Look at these. These are $12 a strand. And it's not super dark, but the cut is really cool. 15 by 20mm wavy oval. These are 15 3/4 inch long strands for $12. One of those for Heartfully. I just love the cut on these so much. I wish I could find more stones in that shape, but it is what it is. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, it's a very cool shape. I thought I had more than that somewhere, but I am not seeing it at the moment, which probably means I sold it all. Okay. There was a basket though. When I was looking, I said, "Oh, I want to do this." Oh, they're right here. Yeah, they're cut nicely, polished nicely. I agree. Oh man, these are cool. $28 for the full strand. This is a multi-toned moonstone, 8mm round, 16 inches long. You have white moonstone, peach moonstone, gray moonstone. Oh my gosh, these are pretty. That's my only strand of those. And of course they color blocked it, right? So they're extra gorgeous. $28, 16 inches long, 8mm rounds in moonstone. These are also polished super nicely. A lot of chatoyancy in those beads. This gray one is like showing off. So pretty. Oh my gosh. Thank you. 28 for that one. Haha, these need to be together with my other ones. Look, I found more Baroque pearls. Okay. Those white ones were a deal. These are regularly priced. So these are stunning Baroque pearls. They're a little bigger than the other ones, the white ones. These are about a 15 by 24 millimeter. And these are $20 per bead. So definitely more expensive, but definitely stunning. Oh my goodness. This was the strand that haunted me. One of them. I walked away from it, and then as soon as I walked away, I got like halfway down the row, and I was like, I better go back. It's gonna be gone. I love those. And I made a sample with one, but I don't know where I put it right now. Ooh, there it is. There it is. So those are $20 each. I strung it up with some peacock pearls I had on hand just in my own personal stock, but I hung it off. Oh, I love this. I use sterling silver because let's go all high end. I put it on a sterling silver ring and then did an asymmetrical design with and wire wrapped some freshwater pearls with it and put it on a sterling chain. It's kind of hard to show all at the same time. There we go. You can kind of see it. Yeah, so that's what I did with one of them. And eventually I'll put a clasp on there and wear it, but that hasn't happened yet, but that's okay. But yeah, I just felt inspired by that. I love doing a little asymmetrical kind of necklace design. I really love doing that. Thank you, Reba. Easy to wear. And you know, when you start using like sterling silver on things and some higher end materials, like a $20 pendant is not as insane as it feels right out of the gate. But again, I get it. It's not inexpensive for sure. All right. Oh, is it raining again? It might be. Sunshine, rain, sunshine, rain. Not currently. Again, that's what I had in some of my personal stash. Sterling chain is going to be quite expensive right now. I don't even know. I haven't even looked in a long time. Yeah, exactly. And you guys, just so you know too, like if you have sterling silver wires or beads, findings, make sure you're keeping those in sealed baggies or else they're going to tarnish on you. But keeping them out of air helps them not tarnish as quickly. All right, I gotta keep these with the white ones because then I know where they are. Except now I don't know where I put the white ones, so. Oh, here's like the opposite. This is almost exact opposite of really nice fancy pearls. These are cool though. I like them. These are really fun. $12 a strand. This is rough apatite. So it is like the rough, raw form of apatite, and they stuck a hole through it and stranded them up. 15.5 inches long. These are $12 a strand. I think they look like little apatite ice blocks. I love the color. Apatite's one of my favorites because of the color. And I made $12 for apatite. They're a pretty good size too. Let's see, did I put any measurements on there? About 6 by 10 millimeter size. I know, it's so pretty, right? That's one that I saw for a while, some like good strands, and I haven't seen good apatite for a long time. You know, that's like the smooth, nice cuts. Someday. All right, we're going here. We're going into the Larimar. The world of Larimar. I got a whole range of price points and shapes and sizes. So here's the roughest of them all. These are fun though. These have a lot of the carrier stone in there. Yes, those squares are good. They're somewhere here. I think I still have some of the squares. I don't think you got the last one. These are $16 a strand. For Larimar, that's an insane price, but it's because it has a lot of the carrier stone in it. Also, they didn't do much with the cut. They're very bubbly, nuggety. They are polished a little bit. They're not as rough as the Appetite were. um, Gosh, look at that one though. Every once in a while, there's some really cool beads on these strands. So if you want something a little more rusticy, these are awesome. $16 a strand. I've got 4 of those. The colors are so cool. Larimar. I love Larimar. Larimar is only found in the Dominican Republic. So that's kind of a fun fact. This one is another one. Again, quite a bit of the carrier stone in it, but the price will reflect that. This is $16, and this is a long strand. Yeah, this strand's 18 inches long, and it's graduated. So a little bit bigger stones on this end over here on the left. There we go. Versus on this end on the right. So I only have one of those, a little bit smoother. They kind of tumbled those down a little more, but still $16. Now, once we start getting into cleaner strands, the price goes up. So less carrier stone. This is still a nugget, but you can see the difference here. How it's not, there's not as many gray patches, not as many red patches on there. These are $20 a strand. So cleaner, but a little smaller nugget. Gosh, those are really pretty. You know what? I am not opposed to the, as you say, dirty stones. I think there's beauty in all of it. Like but it's, different than what's considered high end. But I don't think that makes it bad or ugly, It's just different. Sometimes they even have like more personality and more character to them. I do have a half strand of these for 10 if you don't want to do a full for 20. And then I've got some really high end, not really, but much higher end. The natural look at these. These are 64 for the full strand. You're going to have very little carrier stone in there, those. They also are more expensive because they're a shape. They're a 6mm round, so that takes time and energy to get those cut. 64 for the full strand. I do have a half strand for 32 as well. 6mm rounds. Man, they're pretty. They're so pretty. But there you can kind of see the whole range of what would be considered lesser quality to a higher quality. So the rough up here, the big rough nuggets, and then the smaller smooth nuggets are 16 a strand. The cleaner nuggets are 20 a strand, and I can do half strands for 10. And then the rounds are 64 for a full strand, or I have a half strand for 32. A whole range. You're welcome. Oh, keep that closed. All right. Thank you. Again, it's hard to find Larimar, especially when you start getting into rounds or other shapes that's not just insanely priced. Doctor's appointment interrupting shopping. That's okay. The rough chunks are 16, and I have one strand of a smoother chunk that's also 16. 20 for the cleaner nuggets down here. And then the rounds I just put away are 64 or 32 for full and half. Sure, yeah, no problem. A smoother, this one, Kathy? Yes, you got it. Those are good. So yeah, these are super, super rough, super rustic. But you know what? I love it. I love it. So much character in them, right? All right. Got our smaller nuggets. Less matrix on those. I agree. Thank you. I mean, I love also having the variety and the range of quality because I just think that's cool to see. a rough one, a $20 one for 2 piece, and then a rough one of these, heartfully. Here, I'm going to kind of lay them out. These are 16. Is there one that you would prefer? And 2 piece. One of those for 2 piece. The top one for heartfully. You got it. Yeah, I like that. So cool. Like, these feel like you picked them up off the beach. I think that's why I like these so much. Like, they feel like they're part of a story, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting really loopy about them. But I like them. All right. What should we do? What should we do? What time is it? Okay, we got a little bit of time. A little bit of time. Ooh, these are cool. Yeah. These are cool. This is an agate that I had not heard of. Yan Yun agate. But I Googled it and this is what popped up. So I don't think it's totally made up. It's just one I hadn't heard of. These are $20 a strand, 15.5 inches long. 8mm rounds. And this one again is another, they of course color blocked it, so that sucked me right in. But I really feel like this is another good fall color palette, but it's a little less traditional. Yeah, I've had these before. I think you have a strand of these, Kathy. And they're so pretty. It's very like mauvey tones with the kind of the mossy green. And I just think it's a very cool combo. Really consistently shaped and sized, so nice, strong 8mm round, polished super nicely, straight holes, really great bead. Yeah, they are calming. I would agree. Yeah, a little bit of the ombre, cool color combo. Colors that I don't think I normally would necessarily put together, like that kind of mauve with the moss, but it really works. It's very cool. $20 a strand on those. So pretty. And they're an agate, so they're not, fully opaque. You're going to get some of the light coming through those. Beautiful. All right, let's do a couple more before we wrap things up for today. This is Lepetallite, naturally purple stone. These are $28 for a full strand, $14 for a half. It's a 12mm faceted coin. This is another one from my vendor who gets everything hand cut. So really, which is really amazing because they're really consistent, really well done when you think about that. 12mm size, 28 for a full strand, 14 for a half strand. Really pretty. All right. All right, I'm going to do a couple from here. All right, so I had that trunk show before my trip, and I kept some of the things. So we're going to do some of these. So they have different tags than my tag, but there's some good pricing, amazing pricing actually, and some really pretty things. So this is a 10mm smooth black onyx. These are $8 a strand. I've got 2 of them. Black onyx is one of the things that I saw a lot of in the past, but haven't seen a lot of recently. And I don't know why. I just feel like black onyx is like a little black dress. Like you just have to have some of it in your stash. So those are a smooth round. I also have a faceted round. 8mm faceted round black onyx. And these are $9 a strand. See what I mean? Like crazy prices. $9 a strand. I love it. 8mm faceted round black onyx. One of those for Heartfully. I know they have a really good little sparkle to them, don't they? I just can't believe they're $1 more than the smooth ones. Like, that's crazy. Oh, I guess the smooth ones weren't 8mm rounds. They were 10. Maybe that's why. That's why. Okay. These are $5 a strand. This is an 8mm round picture jasper. I couldn't send those back. That price is just too good. One of those for Teach. They're so good. One for Heartfully. That leaves me with one more. $5 for those. I know, exactly. So the trunk showed that I have a vendor that sends me a box of things, but well, he sent me like 4 boxes. I don't remember how many this time. A bunch of boxes. And then whatever I don't sell in like a 2-month time frame, I send back. But some of it I keep and I pay for it outright. So most of the things I don't pay for until I sell it, except for this stuff. But it's such good stuff. And the pricing is so good. I was tempted to keep just about everything, but budgets exist for me too sometimes. These are twisted. What's going on? Here we go. Did I untangle it or no? No. There we go. Okay. I know budgets. I hate budgets. Gosh, I don't usually buy fluorite. I don't usually like fluorite, but these were really pretty. 8mm round fluorite. These are $12 a strand. Yeah, I'm working on the repercussions of not following my budget. One of those for Teach, one for Reba. I know, man, they're so good. Got one more of those, $12. 8mm round fluorite. Fluorite's a very soft stone, so you want to treat it gently. This is where it's crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I only have one. $12. 8mm round Botswana agate. I only have one. $12 for those. So cool. Really cool banding in Botswana agate. These have a little bit more of like the amber tone than I'm used to seeing in the Botswana agate. But, oh gosh, they're really pretty. Okay. I thought those would be snatched right up. That's okay. I'll hang on to them for a little while longer. Yikes, those are cool. Okay. Okay. Here we go. This is like a higher end stone and cut. Those were 12. 12, Deborah, for the Botswana. Thanks, Kathy. So higher end cut. This is an 8mm faceted round preonite. These are 15 for a full strand. Really pretty faceting job on these. Really cool color. Nice color. Nice summery color. 15 a strand on those. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. These are tagged fancy jasper. Faceted Botswana agate coins. Okay, I'll let you know. I had some. I don't have any anymore. They're insane. They're not cheap. I'm sure you know, but man, they're cool when I find them. All right, these are $7 for a full strand. I do have 1/2 strand here for $3.50. This is a 4mm fancy jasper cube. These almost look like ocean jasper to me, just based on the colors. They don't have any of the orbs, but man, they're so cool. 1.5 for Teach. So cool. Crazy cool colors. $7 for that last one. Now we're in a rabbit hole. I'm like, we'll just do a couple more. These are 14 for a full strand. I'll do half strands on these for 7. 10 by 7mm rhyolite, and this really cool. They're calling it a Baroque faceted. 10 by 7mm. Very cool cut. Just a great stone. I love rhyolite. So many amazing patterns in there. I love that it's like that green base and then some of those rusty amber tones blended in. Sometimes it gets peachy. You have almost some like agate pockets here with some transparency. Very, very cool. $14 for a full strand. I'll do half strands on that one for 7. Yummy. All right, let's do 2 more. We'll do 2 more. All right, these are already half strands, so about 7.5 inches long. This is some of the prettiest amethyst I think I've ever seen in my life. $13 for a half strand. This is a 10mm faceted round. 2 of those for Teach. Right? I mean, they're insane. They're so pretty. And that leaves me with 1/2 strand left. 10mm faceted round amethyst. Half for Kathy. What do we finish with? I can't pick. All right, let's just do. I have a lot of. Whoops. Okay, they're falling off the tray. These say they want to be the last thing shown. I got black. Can I go back and ask about some past ones? Yes. Yes, please. Happy to go back. These are $11 for a full strand. Again, 15 to 16 inches long on these full strands. 8 by 10mm faceted ovals, black onyx. Yeah, this is the last one. You can queue up your questions. We'll go back. I think this is the little black dress bead. Ovals are so good for just like every piece of jewelry. Earrings, bracelets, necklaces. They're awesome. $11 for a full strand. One for Heartfully. I honestly feel like too, like because I think these long strands were old stock. And I think if I were to buy something like this at today's prices, they would have to be like a $20 to $25 strand. So I'm very certain that that's a very good price. All right. So we'll wrap things up there, finish things up. If you guys want to check out today, awesome. I can add your things up, get your checkout total, send things off tomorrow. If you want, you guys are all welcome to roll your baskets over till my Wednesday or my Thursday show. Either or both, whatever. I do let you guys keep your baskets open from my first show of the week on Monday today till my last show of the week, which will be Thursday this week. We're doing check glass beads the other 2 shows this week. So if you like check glass beads, we'll do that. You want to check out Teach? Oh, but you had some other things. Let me see what you had. We can. Yes. Okay. So you want the tourmaline and those. Okay. Yeah, bag of silver and gold link chain. Okay. Was the chain like the paper clip chain, Teach? Like the longer links, longer, skinnier? Fire, agate, ovals, turquoise, lentils for half string. Okay. Let's pull all this stuff up. I gotta dig through boxes to find both of the things you guys are asking for. But we'll find them. Okay, here's turquoise. Fire agate. No, okay. Yeah, Kim, absolutely. Okay, so heartfully, here's the fire agate I showed. And these are 14 for the full strand. And those I'm just doing as a full strand. And then I think this is the lentil turquoise that you were looking for. And those are 46 for a full strand, so 23 for a half strand. Take that. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Sure, no problem. You know where to find me. I think I want you unclaim. Okay, I can put it away. No worries. Unclaim. No problem. I know it's so hard when you see these things, right? Teach. Okay, I think this is this strand. Is it this one? There was 2 price points on these tourmaline strands. And this was the one that was a little less. Yep, because I see that bead in the picture. Okay. Yes, your screenshot wish list. I love that. I love that. All right, Teach, I got one of those for you. Yeah, that's a great point. You can always screenshot things and then message me later with what you want. And then as long as I still have it in stock, I'm happy to put an order together for you at any point. All right, and then this one. Let's see. Both of those strands are really cool. Thanks, Kim. Those are cool. Okay. Was it like I think I'm thinking of the chain. I have silver and gold. Was it like the 5mm round cable chain? Really good for like an extender chain. Teach. These are the paper clip ones I have. $4 for the gold plated stainless steel and then $3 for the stainless steel. Okay. So those are the paperclip ones. I'll let you look at those while I dig out the other cable chain. Let's see. Oh, I have that one too. Okay. I don't have a Rolo chain right now, no. Nope, all the chain I carry are soldered links. One of each of the paper clip for Teach. Add one each of the paper clip for Deborah. Yeah, I specifically will not buy unsoldered chain. One of each of those for Heartfully. It just puts a weak point in your things, you know what I mean? Okay, so that's the paper clip. Was it this one, Teach, the little 5mm? No, that's true. Yeah, you do waste the links. Yes. Okay, so one silver, one gold on those. No, I don't have them in bronze. These are all stainless steel and like 18 karat gold plated stainless steel. And they don't do a good, I haven't seen a good bronze version made out of those metals. 2 of each of the 5mm. You got it. I have a smaller cable chain. Yeah. In all kinds of colors. But they're still in the bottom of a box. But I think it's like a 3.2 by 2.5mm. And they sell them in 10-meter spools, and most of them are like $8 or $9 for 10 meters. So like 32 feet, you get a ton. I'll have to, maybe we'll do a brief chain segment in one of my check glass shows. So we can do the chain real quick. Solder chain from Lima Beads, you can't cut it. Do you have a memory wire cutter, Kathy? A memory wire cutter chain is good on chain that's hard to cut. Have you tried it? I also have that one. I don't know if these are 10 for a meter. This is bigger. This would be like a charm bracelet size. Yeah, because a memory wire cutter uses leverage versus like a sharp blade to cut. So a memory wire cutter should get the job done. Spool of the gold-plated stainless steel small paper clip. Yes. One of each of those for Deborah and for Cactus. And these are really nice. 18 karat gold-plated brass and then silver-plated brass. So, again, good quality. Soldered links on these. Reva, I love that. Or. So fun. All right, that was like a quick whirlwind of chain. I'll get that chain out of this box, Cactus, and we'll do a chain real quick in one of my check glass shows, probably Wednesday. Does that work for you? $10 each, and the others were $3 and $4. 4 for the silver, 3 for the, or 4 for the gold, 3 for the silver. All right, Teach. Get you added up. Woman's got to do what a woman's got to do. I love that. It's true. You just can't get caught. My husband would be like, no, here. Well, let me show you. Let me do it. No. Rather have uncut chain. You're fine. All right, so Teach, we have 2 at 4, 2 at 7. I'm pretty sure that's the strand from your picture. That one's 76. And then this is the other one from your picture, and that one's 12. Add that chain. Yes, the bigger cable. Do you want silver or gold or both? Wait. Okay. Tell me what you need, Teach. Sorry. Silver one is so good. Okay, we'll pull that out. That's okay. Those are, again, another investment strand. They're not a just grab on a whim kind of strand. Kim K, did you want silver and gold or just silver on those? Oh, the spools. Yes. Okay. Sorry. I was yeah, I'll get the gold one for you. Right, the gold plated paperclip chain spool. We got 2 at 13. One at 12. Perfect. I'll get that for you. 1 at 5. 350 and 7. 1 at 3. 1 at 4. 10. 13. 14. 15. 9. 1, 2, 3 at 12. 1 at 8. 1 at 20. Gosh, that tourmaline. That's a good hold you over tourmaline until you're ready for the big chunkies. They're so pretty. Both of them. All right, then we have the check glass. 2 at 4 and 1 at 6. All right, so 233. All right, Teach. There you go. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Beautiful things. I know. I'll send it out tomorrow. It'll go out tomorrow. No more Friday was a postal holiday, so everything got pushed back another day. Thank you so much. And you have your next coupon. That'll help. Thank you so much. Is there anybody else who wants to check out today? You guys are all welcome to roll your baskets over until Thursday, which will be my last show of the week. Thank you. You want to check out Heartfully? You got it. Absolutely. Roll for Kathy. Love it. All right, Heartfully. So you have 1 at 3 and 1 at 4 for the paper clip. 14. 11. 9. 5. 14. 12. 16. 14. And 12. Such pretty baskets today. I love Stone Day. Heartfully, that puts you at 114. So pretty. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you. So you guys too, if you were watching and something is just not leaving your brain and you decide you can't live without it, send me a message. We'll get it back out for you. Not a problem. That happens all the time in the Stone shows. And I never mind getting things out for you. Pea cakes, hello, hello. We're wrapping up. See you next show. Thanks for hanging out with me today, Jay. Appreciate it. All right, I think everybody else good. Everyone else rolling over. I have new check glass for Wednesday and Thursday. I tagged a bunch this weekend. I'm tagging more today. I'm trying to get through. I have way too many boxes I haven't processed. Thank you, PKs. I'll be back Wednesday afternoon. We're doing afternoons this week because my kids, they have schedules. All right, you guys, I'm going to send you to Mama Dawn Rocks. I will see you all on Wednesday. If you need something in the meantime, just let me know. Thanks so much. Love you guys. Bye.